Hey guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are bringing to you our baseball SADv tutorial series. In this video, we are going to be covering how to read normal fly balls, normal ground balls, and other results you will see on the cards. In line with this video is going to be the following video, which is how to do SADv fielding. Those blue, confusing, stinking, thin paper charts that came with the game that you probably never thought you'd ever have to get out. It's really easy. But that's in the next video. We're going through the rule book as we go. We're going to start this video on page 5, Rule 14. So let us go ahead and start said video. 14. Fly A, B, or C, or fly B, question mark. Advanced. On the advanced side of the player's cards, the fly ball readings are abbreviated to fly, parentheses, which is the position that it's going to, fly left field, fly right field, abbreviated to fly in parentheses A, B, or C. Treat these in the same fashion as their basic game counterparts. And what that means is for fly ball A, B, or C, you're pretty much going with the same rules you already did. Batter is out, and runners advance, runner on third scores, all others hold, or runners hold. This does not change for a fly ball A, B, or C. We've just made it that much easier. There is an additional reading, fly, parentheses, for the position, B, question mark. On such readings, if the caught fly ball is not the third out, a runner at third base does not automatically score as he would on a fly ball B. The offensive manager must decide whether to attempt to have the runner score or to hold him at third base. That choice is made with the question mark. To attempt to score, you add the base runner's running rating, you add the outfielder's arm modifier, and then you add 2. Because he is running home. He is running away from all of the outfielders. So you add 2 when they're running home. The result may not be higher than 119 safe range or lower than just a 1. And then roll the 20-sided die to determine if the runner is out or safe. For example, Otis Nixon, 1-17. Now we'll do all the rules we've done so far. He was not held. No, actually just the range. So it's not held or not. He is tagging up, so you do use just that range. I apologize, I misspoke in the last video. So he is a 1-17. Let's say the outfielder's arm, it went to center field, and the outfielder's arm is a -1. Makes it 1-16. He is running to home. He add 2 plus 2, which makes it 1-18 safe. On a regular fly ball, right field B, to right field only, a runner at second may advance to third with this calculation. So on a regular fly ball right field B, which is a sac fly, guy scores from third, if it goes to right field, if it's this, on a fly ball right field B, to right field only, it doubles that, just to make sure you get it. Runner at second may advance. Base runner's running rating, plus or minus the right fielder's arm, plus 2 for the throw to third base from right field, which we covered in the last video. Roll a d20. However, the only out chance is the split chance of 20. If the roll is higher than the highest safe chance, but lower than 20, the runner holds. So let's say he is a 1-14 runner. There's a -1 arm. That means any roll between 1 and 15, he is safe at third. If he rolls a 20, he is out at third. If he rolls anywhere between 16 and 19, he holds at second base. That is only after, so that is the rule, whether he advances to third or not. So take advantage of this rule. Only one time in 20 are you going to be out. But bear in mind the old strat-o-matic quote, 20s happen. But that is that rule there. 14.31, this base running option is available whether the fly ball right field B occurs off a player's card or the advanced fielding chart. And these are the advanced. Oh, that is advanced, because that is an advanced rule. So that means that it can also happen on this chart here as well. Left and right field. Fly ball B, man on second. If this comes up, that man on second has that option to go to third. So both on the batter's card and also on the fielding card. Alrighty. Note, this rule does not apply to fly ball right field B question mark readings from cards or to F2 readings on the super advanced fielding chart. The super advanced fielding chart contains its own rule for potential advances from second to third on F2 results to right field, which we will cover. Super advanced cutoff rule, fly ball position B question mark. If you use the chart titled Super Advanced Cutoff Rule Computations on page 17, it's not necessary to read the following detailed explanation of the rules. I'm going to tell you, use the chart. Learn the chart. Use the chart. Also makes these videos a little quicker. Boomity boomity boom. Fly balls. All the way down here, 14.5. Outfielder robbing a home run. Rule added in 2001. Whenever there is a home run or fly out split from the cards or the ballpark chart, the outfielder's defensive ability may be challenged, and it can make the difference between a home run or a fly out. The rules come into play when you are rolling a D20 to determine if it is a home run. So let's say John Smiley down here on the 5-12, home run 1-17, fly ball 18-20, and let's just say for example's sake, we roll a 17, which is the bottom of the home run split, or an 18, the top of the fly ball split. Okay, if the last number of the home run range or the first of the flyout range is selected, then the outfielder's ability will be checked with another roll of the 20-sided die. For instance, if the home run range is 1-14 and you roll a 14 or a 15, then you must roll a 20-sided die again. Refer to the chart on page 17 to determine which outfielder has a chance for the catch and to determine the outcome. Outfielder robbing a home run. Left or right-handed batter. The last number in the home run range would be the left-handed batter. It would be the right fielder. First number in the flyout range for a left-handed batter, it would be the center fielder who had a chance. And for a right-handed batter, if it's the last number in the home run range, left fielder has the chance. First number in the flyout range, the center fielder has a chance. Then the outfielder's rating determines if it's a home run or a flyout. And the better they are, the more of a chance they have of robbing that run. It'll probably say later, but I know this rule is only useful on outfield walls 10 feet in height or less. Yes, if the height of the wall at the point where the fielder would try to make the catch exceeds 10 feet, then ignore this rule completely. This is the height of the wall in left center field for a right-handed batter or right center field for a left-handed batter. So that determines whether or not you can use this rule, the height of the wall in the ballpark. And of course you can research it to find out exactly what the wall height is for the park at that time. Some newer information comes out with strat-o-matic, and they have what portions of the outfield's wall is higher than 10 feet and thus not eligible for that rule. Let us go with Rule 15. Ground ball, parentheses, the position, A, B, or C. On the advanced side of the player's card, the ground ball readings are abbreviated for space. All the abbreviations are for space. To ground ball, parentheses, which has the fielder's position, A, B, or C. Treat these in the same fashion as the basic game counterparts, which means ground ball A, B, or C does not change. You use those results, you already know them by heart. That's what you do for ground ball A, B, or C, no matter what. Makes it easy that way. There are extra rules you have to learn. There are extra rules you will have to employ. Not all of them, not often. But having that continuity when you get to that at bat and you realize, oh, I can just roll right on through here, makes the game go a little bit better for newcomers. Guys like Chris Esposito have been doing this for 30 years. I mean, I want to get that good so that way I can beat him at SADv. Hi, Chris. Love you, brother. Rule 15.2. Also on the advanced side of more recent strat-o-matic card sets, you will notice the underlined ground ball A readings on the pitching cards and the underlined ground ball C readings on batters' cards. Ignore the underline and proceed normally using these players against contemporary opponents. Meaning, let's see if they're in these. That way I can show you one, because this isn't a really, really old set, I don't think. Does it have it underlined? I'm not seeing underlines. Anyway, the reason for this is earlier issues of strat-o-matic card sets, ground ball A readings occurred only on batter cards, and ground ball C readings occurred only on pitcher cards. So if you are playing recent teams against earlier teams, you may wish to reverse any readings that appear with an underline, i.e. the ground ball A readings revert back to a C and vice versa, because they had the different results show up on different types of cards at different points in strat-o-matic's history. Super advanced for ground balls. Follow the advanced game guidelines above, but add these two rules. 15.31. When there are fewer than 2 outs and a runner on second base only, the runner moves to third on any ground ball A or B that is hit to the first or second baseman. So if it's ground ball A and a ground ball B, less than 2 outs, a runner on second, and the ball is hit to that side of the infield, he advances. Because they're not going to take the long throw, they're going to get the out at first. 15.32. When there are fewer than 2 outs and the second baseman and the shortstop are positioned back, either the entire infield is back or only the corners are in, a runner on third scores on a ground ball A or ground ball B hit to the second baseman or the shortstop. If the ball is hit to the first or third baseman or pitcher when the infield is back, the runner from third does not score. So here's the batter. Here's the runner on third. Double play depth for the second baseman and shortstop. The ball is hit to one of them. Ground ball A, ground ball B, he automatically scores. Less than 2 outs. These two rules apply only to readings from the player cards. For outcomes of G1, G2, G3 readings on the Super Advanced Fielding chart, which we will cover when we do fly ball, ground ball, and catcher X, refer to the tables on that chart because it gives you all the outcomes on these charts. 15.33. Outcomes of all ground ball A, ground ball B, and ground ball C plays in all base running situations are consolidated on the ground ball result chart on page 17, which is right there. This big old chart page. That's a good page to print out and have handy. There's a runner on first or a runner on second, or with runners on first or second if the corners are in. If ground ball A, B, or C is hit to the first or third baseman, refer to the infield back portion of the chart for play results. So we will, I mean, that's We'll just read it again. When there's this is when you are going to refer to the infield back portion for this chart for play results. This is when you're going to do that. Runner on first, runner on second, runners on first and second. If the corners are in and a ground ball A, B, or C is hit to the first or third baseman. So that is that rule. We will cover the X charts here in a moment. Let's go quickly to Rule 17. Other card results on page 7, 17.1. Ground ball, parentheses with the position, plus. So that's like ground ball, shortstop, A plus. If the advanced side batter's card reading is abbreviated from ground ball plus plus to GB plus, use the same basic rules in 6.1. Infield in, ground ball becomes a single. Super advanced. Convert the ground ball plus to a single 2 stars, only when the infield is all the way in, not just in at the corners. When the team in the field is playing only corners in, do not award single 2 stars on a ground ball plus. Instead, treat it as a ground ball without the plus, with only corners in. Extra hits when the defensive team is playing corners in occur on the super advanced fielding chart. For details, refer to section 20.7, the super advanced instructions under defensive strategy corners in, which we will get to at a later video. Also, do not award single 2 asterisks on a ground ball plus while runners are being held on base. So you cannot do that while runners are being held. And they can only be held with corners in, not infield in. And for details, refer to section 23.8 on super advanced instructions under stealing holding base runners. Lomax, where you had a line out into as many outs as possible, you're going to see Lomax, line out, shortstop, max, line out to the shortstop into as many outs as possible. Super advanced, when this occurs in a situation where a triple play could occur, the result is not an automatic triple play. Instead, roll the D20. If it's 1-7, it is a line out triple play. If it's 8-20, it's a line out double play, with the lead runner doubled off. So you don't automatically get that triple play. You got to roll 1-7 in order to get that for a line out max. If you roll 8-20, it's a line out double play, doubling up on the lead runner. 17.3 plus injury. Injuries occur in the basic game and are resolved consulting the injuries table on the basic strategy chart to determine the duration of the injury. You're still going to use that little thingy right up there about injuries. Right there. Still going to use that. Super advanced, there's a slightly different super advanced injury chart under the super advanced miscellaneous charts, which are located somewhere right there. Super advanced injury chart. You roll a d20. It tells you if they're okay, if they're out for the remainder of this game, or how many games after this game. So there is a chart for super advanced injuries. And for information on handling substitutions, see section 25, injuries and players out of position. So that right there is going to do it for the defensive fielding video. With one exception, we'll have another video coming up shortly that will cover X results, and we will be covering the super advanced fielding charts in as much depth and detail as we need to in order to cover everything to the best of our ability. Guys, thank you again. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video with your friends if you think they'll benefit from it. If you want to purchase this game, You can get it from www.strat-o-matic.com. They have the games, they have the in-print card sets. There are other places to get the out-of-print card sets as well. I highly recommend moonlightgramsmarketplace.com for out-of-print card sets. Folks, this is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. Video 2 is in the sack. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and keep on rolling.